Joining me now is Avi Abraham, the head instructor at the Community Security Service, which is a nonprofit that trains synagogues to run their own security, and the founder of the New York Self-Defense Academy as well. Avi, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
No question, synagogues need security, and many of them have it as part of their everyday needs, but not all. Has the time come, do you think, for armed guards at all places of worship?
Before you hire armed guards, the community itself has to do something.
Yeah.
You need to have the first responder from the synagogue, from the community. With the CSS, we train the congregants to fight back in case of this type of events.
Yeah, and that's, apparently what happened in a very isolated way in California, where you had this one congregant who was in the audience, and a Iraq war veteran who was armed and was able to not only confront the suspect but chase after him. Is that the way to go, do you think, more than doing, as you say, armed guards?
We need to train the people. That's number one. Number two, we need to have armed guards in case of active shooter attacks. Mm-hmm. What we do with the CSS, we train the congregants, like I said before. We take about 6 sessions of an hour each. We make the people understand, first of all, the security aspect of how to fight back, because everybody speaks about run, hide, and the fight, people live on the side. Nobody actually engage.
Right.
We train them what to do against somebody come with assault rifle, somebody come with knives, somebody come with a handgun. How to control them, how to take them down, how to neutralize them, how to zip tie their arms and escort them outside of the facility, how to save more lives. Because, like I said before, in Pittsburgh, 11 people died.
Right.
Over here, because of the rabbi, he was the first person engaged. He was a hero. He was able to save more people.
Talk about the difference. I understand in Europe, synagogues are much more heavily protected. In the U.S., not so much. Why is that? In
Europe, they're more aware of what's going on, and the anti-Semitism over there is very, very high. In England, you have the CST. In Australia, not in Europe, in Australia, you have the CSP. In the South Africa, even you have the CSO.
These are all organizations, security forces.
Separate organizations, have nothing to do with each other, not connected in any way. But they all train the people in active shooter, in just some crazy guys that come inside the synagogue and try to kill people. Yeah. Doesn't have to be an active shooter. It have to do with armed person. It could be just even light weapons. So
the difference is awareness, you think? Awareness. Knowing that the threat is there and it's real.
Yes. Knowing the problem is 50% of the solution.
Sure.
Same thing with everything else in life. We need to have the people understand that the problems exist. In Pittsburgh 6 months ago, New Zealand in March, even in Argentina, the Buenos Aires chief rabbi was attacked in his house.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitism is all over the world, not just in Europe. It's also happening in Europe, and obviously New York City as well.
It's a sad state of affairs when we talk about arming congregants and training congregants and then having security forces, but it appears to be the time that we're in. Avi Abraham, thanks for being here.